Hello, 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 hello. We're live here. Pregame show. We're talking about the Junk King pregame discussion. Junk King, Syracuse 136, Syracuse, New York, the number one junk removal service. Okay, well, great start. I would say to some extent, the team didn't win the game. When I say great start, I'm talking about what was the team able to learn from that experience. Um, One of my favorite saying is the best thing about men is testosterone, and the worst thing about men is testosterone. So you with a young team, you got everybody out there that wants to make something happen, something positive for the team, but the upperclassmen should have the ability to make everyone play better together. Um, this team is looking for. I made a couple notes here. This team is looking for an identity. That identity has to come from within. Who they look for in tough moments. You're gonna find that when you're a younger player, you're thinking, "I'm gonna solve the problem." As you start to mature, you start looking for ways that you can get your team involved to solve problems, whether it be scoring or on defense. I want to pay attention specifically today to how the team comes together. It was a tough loss that they took, but it gives them a great opportunity to show what they learned from it and to understand that when you play together, many things are possible. It would be very easy for the team to just fold and say, "Oh, uh, man, we're not as good as we thought we were." Unfortunately, players aren't wired like that. What's going to happen is it's going to give them fuel. It's going to get them motivated. It's going to get them to want to play harder. The key is to play. One of my keys I put down is with intensity. Now, when you're a young player, that's one thing you have a lot of intensity. You want to put a lot of energy out on the floor, beat everybody to the loose ball, show everybody that you are athletic. You have the ability to be the kind of Syracuse players that they want you to be. But to do so, you get to by hard work. Um, it's gonna we're gonna find out who's the leader today. You know, who's gonna step up to be that game day leader? Who's gonna get the team together? Watch and see when someone falls down on the floor, who runs over to help them up. Now, this team's got to grow together. They've got to understand one another that they're only going to go as far as they can get together. Because individually, unfortunately, it's not tennis. It's very difficult. It becomes a very long season. They're going to continue to make some mistakes, but you want to learn from those mistakes and start to pull and and show visible signs that you're becoming a team. Uh, as I said before, one of those signs is somebody gets knocked down on the floor. Everybody comes over to help them up. In tough moments, after you come from talking to the coach, the players get together, put their arms around one another, and start talking about, hey, what can we do to make things better? Um, who will be the leader vocally, and who will be the leader by their actions on the floor? Personally, I think that Joe Girard and Jesse should end up eventually being the leaders of this team. Um, and that's leaders of that team are not. I call it more a spiritual leader. They're wearing that Syracuse. The Syracuse uniform is important for them to go out there. You don't have to win every game, but you do have to go out there and play as hard as you can, put as much intensity into the game as you can, and you'll find out nobody will be mad at you if you're progressively getting better. Um, I'd also like to welcome um, Simone and David Edwards. They're going to be at the game today. I was hoping that I was going to be there to spend time with them. That didn't happen. I got my New York State gaming license, and I will be at the casino. I'm a host at the casino in Batavia. So I have other duties a little bit later on today, but I will be watching the game. So Simone and David, please enjoy the game. And I instructed Jesse to give you a big hug from me. Now, um, I also wanted to share with you a note that I sent to Jesse. You know, it's all about keeping it positive. So in the note I sent it, I said, love the intensity of your final minutes. Continue to build on that. Focus on, remember, rebounding can solve many problems. Give the other team only one chance to score. You can directly control that by getting all the misses. I also put in there were many fouls against you, not called. Don't focus on that. Keep going to the ball, keep the ball up high, and attacking the basket like in those great moments in the end of the game. So as you can see, we focus on the positive stuff. Um, and he responded, Rosie, yes, intensity and on defense and rebounding. So that's the mindset that you have to have when you're coming into the game in order to have a positive impact on the game. What else did I make notes of? So this team is going to want, when I say intensity, when I'm talking to Jesse, I'm talking about intensity from all the bigs. When you want to be positive, you want to be crashing the boards on offense. When you have the ball on defense, please don't settle for a jump shot. As a defender, when I see someone pull up and just start shooting jump shots, I understand that they make the jump shot fine, but when they start missing them, they're giving me they're giving me a break. They're going to actually give me a break because they're just shooting. I don't really have to play defense. All I'm doing is standing between them and the basket. When they take the ball and they put it on the floor, and you have Benny, who is extremely athletic, he's long, he can crash the boards. All of our bigs with any size should be getting as closer onto the basket when shots are taken to get more opportunities, because the team that gets more opportunities for those second shots, the second shots are normally a higher percentage shot. So understand, guys, don't start the game out shooting jump shots. Start the game out crashing the boards. Try to penetrate. Try to get the ball in the middle. And if you can't get the ball in the middle, don't be afraid to flip it out and reset. It's all about another big scene. Something big that we got to focus on is the point guard situation. Okay, in the point guard situation, you're going to want consistency, good decisions, and the player that normally will play the most is the one that makes everyone on the floor better. So if you got it in your mind to attack the basket, and then once you got everybody playing you, find that open man. You don't always have to pass the ball to the open man or always have to pass the ball to the center or any of the bigs, but you should be able to recognize and realize when they're open. And that's a good thing to always practice. Let's see what else. I think that's pretty much it. I say team intensity. The play should be exciting. You know, we have a lot of young guys on the floor. We got guys that are in pretty good shape. The key is to coming together as a team, getting comfortable with one another, understanding whose job it is to do what, and going out there and understanding there's no one is bigger than Syracuse University. Okay? A lot of good things can happen. I'm really positive. I'll be getting back to you again. I'll be doing my post game show. Will not be tonight. I want to sit down and think about everything that happens, and the post game show I will do tomorrow. I will put it. I'm thinking late morning, early afternoon, but I will post that on Orange Appeal and on Roosevelt Bowie on Facebook and on Roosevelt Bowie YouTube. All right. Again, thanks again. Thank you, Junk King, Syracuse 136 Ball Circle, Syracuse, New York. The #1 junk removal service. Thanks a lot, Hank. Looking forward to talking to you. This is going to be an interesting one. Thanks a lot. Orange Appeal. Take care.